particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The running back has it. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made.
Like
Who's got a
that?
top 25 win? You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run the option. Quick toss. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option. Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for a first.
The Bruins are on the move. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Dances away. Keeps it himself and gets the first. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Quick handoff. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Under fire. Wisely avoids the tackle with the slide. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Dead center perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
On the ground, it's Bob. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
There he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Gang is so fucking big.
And how hard is it to defend when
Oh,
you have a
I was
weapon
doing
like this
bullshit,
running back
man.
that can play wide receiver?
You need to get a fucking
Sideways,
stop
you
again,
get
that
the
weak
football
ass
in his
bitch.
hands.
Shit,
Palmer,
weak.
once you get in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He'll ride his man on the option. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking downfield on first down. The screen, and watch out. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
He's brought down at the 45-yard line. And first down for the offense.
And the Bruins getting set on 1st and 10. On the option. Now the toss. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you can tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Oh, he's got some space. Tripped up for the tackle. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. The Bruins are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
Gain of 4. Good enough for first down.
And the Bruins kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Finds his tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's got him wide open. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA.
And you gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. He does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Oh, the fumble on the defense. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Carr. Moving out of the pocket. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency for the second half of the season, David. I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17.
He's got it down the right side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sideline.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, Gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Throws to the tight end. Got his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. It'll be 3rd and long. He might want another play. On 3rd down, going up top. Unloads it left. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. The Irish send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. A low line drive and short kick. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He'll do it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Pulls it and fires to the left. At the 45, on his way. Lots of running room. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And the Bruins are threatening on 1st and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Carr. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The throw to the outside is complete. Still on his feet at the 45. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's picked
off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Here's the handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on him.
Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Back to the quarterback. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Bruins will kick it away to crank up the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll open the second half with a run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. 2024 was a transition year for UCLA. New coach, new schemes, but one surprise was Carson Swessinger, third in the nation in tackles. He's now in the NFL, David, so what's the big adjustment for this defense?
Well, I tell you what, the team finished strong. And whenever you change coaching staffs, you need that believe, that buy-in moment. Finishing 4-2 down the stretch, I thought was a good thing. So can the defense swarm? Can they game tackle? Who's the next guy in this rotation that's going to step up and make plays?
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Right on the money. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. Quarterback may change this route. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got the tight end.
Fucking hit, boy.
Does not get there. A 4th down stop.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is not looking good.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Takes the easy one to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Leaves it with the back. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
On the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Hey, how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
Third down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up fourth.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is extended a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Missouri is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll remember in Columbia for some time. They're up 14 over Houston. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Quickly to the tight end. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Turns it on in midfield. Turning it on. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go to the ground. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
There on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. With the catch, it's Thomas. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory.
Notre Dame, 14.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. He leaves it with his back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
And the Bruins with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They want to run this quarterback. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Stepping up to help this defense on third down. Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Finds a crease at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UCLA! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, and getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabbed behind the line. It's locked. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
And in this situation late, when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Grab near the sticks. It's Pauling. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's locked. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The offense changing the play. To throw, it's Carr. Looking down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time time for a mistake like that. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Now on the option. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Wants to fire on second down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough day for this defense so far, guys, especially against the pass. They haven't been able to force that many incompletions. They've already allowed 2 TD passes. They need more plays like that, and they got to be able to put it back-to-back to gain some confidence defensively.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Here's the pressure. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Bruins line up to punt it away. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. He gets it out to the 17. The cover unit right there to make the stop. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Skips away from pressure. He's going to take off. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Notre Dame right back to the line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Going deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring in 3rd.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
He's got an open man. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Trying play action. Rushes on him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't...
Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
To the ground. He's got it again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And they'll take a knee.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made them look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. There is no doubt. At this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. After this, it'll be a wrap. To the air, it's Carr. Under fire. And the pass falls to the ground, and the ball game is over. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.